Hello, everybody, please sit down. Can we? Okay, thank you. Good evening, people. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. I'm Nikhil. I'm Nikhil Kumar. I'm the SA for today, Sergeant at Arms. So I think this is the first meeting of you right here, right? Any first meets, please hands up. That's a lot of them. Very good. Thank you for coming. So today, before we start the meeting, I'd like to tell you a few rules we have in Toastmasters. The first of the rule is please turn off all your noise making devices, your phones, your watches, anything. I'll give you 5 seconds to do that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. The second rule is while a speaker is speaking, if you want to move out, you're going to the washroom or something, please wait for the applause or the speaker to complete his speech. All right. Don't move in the middle. So it might not, like distract the speaker when he's speaking. And the third rule, what we have is, though we are a public speaking club, we tend to keep away from topics like sex, politics, religion, and all. It's not just to keep the good faith that it should not hurt anyone in this, anyone in the audience or the people who are listening. If you want to use them, please make sure that it doesn't hurt anyone. All right. Apart from that, today's topic is art of friction. A very good topic. I've always fiction. Sorry, art of fiction. I'm so sorry. Art of fiction. Uh, I've always wondered, like when I read J.K. Rowling books or for that any sake, Dune or something, I always wondered, like how can people, create a world, create a new language for that? So, and for that, I think we have our TMoD for today, Toastmaster Arpita, who's going to send you into that world. Before that, I like to call the presiding officer, Toastmaster Sanidhya.
Greetings, everyone. Am I audible at the back? Perfect. Thank you so much. So I welcome you all to this meeting. I see a lot many new faces today, so it's really good to see that. I hope everyone attended the open houses that we conducted, and after that, we all are here. So without a further ado, I'll just start the meeting. I declare meeting number 258, themed The Art of Fiction, open. Now, may I know who all are attending the meeting for the first time? Keep your hands raised. Okay, that's great. Now, there will be a lot many things that you guys will be observing for the first time. So just to introduce first, I am Toastmaster Sanidhya. I'm the president of Toastmasters Amrita Bangalore. Introducing the XCOM for you. She is Toastmaster Sharanya, our Vice President Education. Then we have Toastmaster Aryan, our Vice President Membership. Then we have Toastmaster Harsha as our Vice President Public Relations. She's not here today. Then we have Toastmaster Nikhil as the secretary who just left. And then we have Toastmaster Shivansh right there as the treasurer. And then we have Toastmaster Mansi as Sergeant at Arms. She's also not here today. Right. And we have Toastmaster Nikhilesh as the immediate passing president. So that's the executive committee for you. Now, to give you a brief introduction about what we will be doing today, this meeting will be divided into 3 segments. The first segment will be the prepared speeches segment, wherein people will come and deliver a speech that they have prepared. The second segment will be the impromptu speaking segment, wherein you will be called onto the stage, you will be given a topic on the spot, and you have to speak on the topic for 1 to 2 minutes. We have our timer right here. Where's Aryan? Aryan, he will be showing you the cards wherein you can know your timings. In the segment 3, it will be the evaluation segment, where the speaker who had given the speech will be evaluated, along with all the people who have taken up a role in this meeting will be evaluated by a general evaluator. So this is the basic structure of the meeting. There will be many things that you witness for the first time, and you will have a lot many doubts, and all of the executive committee members here will be here to clarify all your doubts. Now, before starting, we have a club mission in Toastmasters, and the club mission says that we provide a positive and supportive learning experience where members are empowered to develop communication skills and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. With this, there are a few announcements for the members. We have a few new members. I see Aryan here, Utkarsh here, then I see Kanishka there, Uttam, I'm sorry. Okay, so welcome to Toastmasters Amrita Bangalore, and Dinesh and Geeta have already been welcomed. So yeah, they are veterans now. That's great. A few more announcements. Toastmaster Aryan and me, Toastmaster Sanidhya, have been selected for the Leadership Development Program by Toastmasters International. For those of you who don't know what Leadership Development Program is, it is a initiative by Toastmasters International, wherein it is a 9-month course where you are taught leadership skills. You are given a certain task that you have to achieve in a given set of time. Around 280 people applied for that, and 40 people were selected in the entire state of Karnataka. So Toastmaster Aryan and myself are among them. So that's the only announcement. Yeah, one more announcement. The registrations are open for Leadership Conclave. The venue for Leadership Conclave will be Shell IT office in Belandur. So whoever has not registered, please go for it. So these are the announcements. Now coming to the theme, the art of fiction. Now myself, I'm not a person who has been reading a lot of books. I used to read a lot of books, but then my fictional books ended at Diary of a Wimpy Kid and Geronimo Stilton. After that, I haven't read anything. So let's see what our TMoD has to say about it. So I'll welcome our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Arpita. And before handing over, just an announcement. We have a camera right here. So whoever is walking down this alley, please be mindful of the camera and just try not to kick it. Thank you so much.
All right. So if I just utter a word, fiction, what do you guys just get into your heads? Can anyone just tell me? I mean, volunteer. Storybooks, right? Harry Potter, correct? Yeah. What else? Science fiction. Anything else? Yeah, not bound to our current times. Anything else? Well, the same thing goes to me as well, where, I used to get so damn fascinated by their storytellings. And I mean, the storytelling skills and how do the authors just get into that whole phase of, losing their bound of reality and just getting into the whole story and like making the plot, making those whole background and all those stuff. Right. So, as Toastmaster Sanidhya said, fiction should not be only restricted towards, what do you say? The storybooks, right? They can be the comics or whatever we watch, our fiction, for example. Let it be animes or mangas or whatever we read. Honestly, I've been a really good, I mean, a great manga freak. I think so because I've been reading this for since ages and like comics and everything. So all of this roams around this fiction, right? Yeah. So before we delve, right now, I just want to invite you all to just delve into your favorite fictional characters and fiction stories. But before we start, I want to just tell about Toastmasters. So Toastmasters was founded in 1924 by Ralph C. Smedley, and this is basically again a it's a club which provides you a stage to just speak out and like to build up your leadership skills and also your public speaking skills, right? So now, as again, let me reiterate this. There's a flow of this every meeting, and every meeting has the same flow. That is, we have the speeches segment where the speakers come and deliver the speeches, let it be for 5 to 7 minutes or how much of it time limit they're been assigned with. Second thing is the impromptu section where there are volunteers who come up and the toastmaster, that is the table topic master of the day, just gives the impromptu questions or the situations, and you have to answer it for 1 to 2 minutes. And the third session is the evaluation segment where the evaluators just come up and tell you the good and bad aspects of this whole meeting and just go I mean which could have been improved and which were really good. Now, we to evaluate all this meeting throughout, we have Toastmaster Nikhilesh, who is the general evaluator for today, and he says he prefers wooden benches over comforting mattresses. Over to you, Nikhilesh.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello. Is this fine? Right. How's everyone doing? Right. Okay, let me start again. Good evening, everyone. How's everyone? Except for Shivansh, of course, he's running with a fever. So, how's everyone else? I'm hoping that you all are high on energy. No, very feeble. I mean, these are people who are bound to sit here. What about the people who have come here involuntarily? Right. Someone has forced you to sit here. Nevertheless, hello, everyone. I'm a general evaluator for meeting number 258. It's been a long time. And what is the role of the general evaluator? Well, have you, if you, okay, talking about fiction, right? You remember Dolores Umbridge from Harry Potter? I hope all of you do that. You remember how she was when she used to walk around the corridor? You know, so many rules and regulations she brought in from the ministry as what was she? High Inquisitor of Hogwarts, right? So she used to have so many rules and all, and she was hell bent on making sure people follow those rules. So I'm someone similar to Dolores Umbridge, not that evil, of course. But yeah, my job here today is to make sure, or well, evaluate the flow of the meeting and make sure everything is in order. And to help me with that, I have a few folks at my bay to help me out. So starting with timer, Toastmaster Aryan, Toastmaster Aryan Gera, yeah. To introduce himself, to introduce him, sorry, he's a passionate and old-fashioned motorsports. What is okay, and sci-fi and romance buff, and he loves exploring the world. So Toastmaster Aryan, please come up on the stage and explain your role. Oh, you are Toastmaster Aryan. Sorry.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Toastmaster Aryan, not to be confused with the other Toastmaster Aryan. So I'll be the timer for today. A quick introduction about my role. There'll be 3 cards, which I'll be showing throughout speeches, a green, yellow, and a red card. The green card will be for when you... Can you hear me in the back? Yeah. So there'll be 2 speeches, mainly the table topic speeches and the evaluation speeches. The evaluation speeches are generally 2 to 3 minutes, and the table topic speeches are max 2 minutes, so 1 to 2 minutes. So I'll be waving the green flag when 1 minute is up for the table topic speeches, 1 minute 30 seconds yellow flag, and at 2 minutes will be the red flag. So in a similar fashion, it'll be for the evaluations part as well. So yeah, thank you.
Right. Thank you, Toastmaster Aryan. Okay, a big round of applause for Toastmaster Aryan. I believe this is your first role in Toastmasters. So welcome to Toastmasters and many more to come, many more roles to come. Next up, we have our counter for today, Toastmaster Geeta. To introduce her, she is someone who loves philosophy and is very much into sports. And what else can I introduce you as? Yeah, that will be all. We'll find out eventually. Please, on to the stage, Toastmaster Geeta.
Hello. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Imagine giving a motivative or energetic speech on the stage, and then you go blank for a second and be like, so yeah. Will the audience be motivative or dull? Pretty sure they're gonna be dull, right? So, all right, you guys might have already guessed by now, I'll be the R counter for today's meeting. The purpose of R counter is to note down the words and sounds that are used as crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I'll listen to for overused words including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen to for I'm sorry, for filler words including I will also note down when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I or this means at the end of the meeting. I'll report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. So all the best, guys. Back to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Geeta. A wonderful round of applause for her as well. Her first role, something to remember, of course. And next up, we have Toastmaster Uttam as our grammarian. To introduce him, Toastmaster Aryan, Uttam, sorry, Toastmaster Uttam. Of course, he's from CSE AI, so he'll know a lot of languages. But then, apart from that, he's a multilingual when it comes to speaking to other people as well. I believe he knows 3 to 4 languages. But then, please stick to only English this time. Yeah, right. Yeah, please onto the stage.
So good evening, everyone. So myself, Uttam. I might be using the word so, but I'm not supposed to. Based on my role is being the grammarian. So let me just brief out what I'm gonna do in any meeting. In any meeting, the role of a grammarian is to check for grammatical errors and punctuation errors and give them a chance to know their mistakes and rectify their mistakes upon their next, you can say, meetings. So firstly, we have one point, that is, you can see two words, and you can see a word and an idiom being written here.
Well, welcome to the club. Anyway, going on to the it might be strict or it might be very chill. So it's on to you. It's up to you on how the general evaluation is going to be. Whatever it is, however it is, please don't hate me after that. And apart from that, I see a lot of new people here. All the best. Have fun. This is a place where you can really enjoy. So yeah, and back to the TMoD Toastmaster Arpita. And yes, I'll be back with my general evaluation segment, and my team will be back when the evaluation segment is going on. Yeah, and back to TMoD. Oh, also, sorry. One last thing. Whenever you come onto the stage or you leave the stage, please make sure you shake hands with the next speaker or the previous speaker. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Getting back to the topic, I want you guys to just go back and think about your favorite fictional characters. Can anyone answer me? This session should be interactive because, yeah, this is a very fun session, right? Like Percy Jackson, right? And anything else? Okay, Luke Skywalker. Okay. Okay, Geronimo Stilton. So, well, all of us have some weird or like our connection with all of these fictional characters, right? We fascinate them and we think how great they are and why couldn't I be that person? So, I just want you guys to sit back and think about all these characters and find whatever was common and what could you reflect on those characters. Now, let's just sit back again and then let's go to the speeches segment. So, we have Toastmaster Shivansh to give his speech, and to evaluate him, we have Toastmaster Sharanya, who says she wrote a book about affection, and now if she reads, sh- it's cringe. Over to you, Toastmaster Sharanya.
Thank you, TMoD Arpita. So why do we need evaluations? Let me share a small snippet of a story. You guys remember we had essay writing in school? How many of you guys had essay writing in school? How many of you think you were actually good at essay writing? Right? Even I will raise my hand. I thought I was very good at essay writing. So we used to have this like word limit, what 500 words or something. As soon as the topic comes, my imagination runs wild. I start writing. I write. Sometimes it even goes over 2 pages. Okay. That happens. And then when the marks come, I realize, I'm not that good at essay writing. So there were these set of people who out of 20, they'd be getting 18, 19. Then there were like some who were like below average. I was in the middle. Not good, not bad. This was my case the entire schooling time. One day, there was this letter writing. We had letter writing. How many of you guys had letter writing? Do you guys like remembering those times? No? Same here. We had letter writing and the topic was very lame. The topic was write a letter to your sister or brother telling about how your some festival or some event was during vacations. So I didn't like this topic. It was too simple, okay. And I wrote the letter and I thought this is the worst letter I've ever written. Out of 10, I'm going to get 0. Then the papers come, okay, results come. And my teacher, she says, Sharanya, come onto the stage. Such an immaculate and amazing letter you have written. This is not even sarcastic. She actually thought my letter was outstanding. I was like, wait, when I think I wrote such a good essay, you didn't like it. And when I wrote such a bad letter, you liked it. So this is why we need evaluation, because we have our own assumptions, which might not be true. So I'm here to evaluate Toastmaster Shivansh, who is giving his L3 P3, which is level 3, project 3 in innovative planning. And this project is to know your sense of humor. The project's purpose is basically to develop a collection of humorous stories and to deliver a speech which includes humor in it. Timer, please note that the speech is from 5 to 7 minutes. Toastmaster Shivansh, I hope we all have a good laugh today. Over to you. Over to Toastmaster Arpita.
All right. So for the speaker today, that is Toastmaster Shivansh, he says he is a part-time student and a full-time binger. Are you having a good day, Toastmaster Shivansh? Toastmaster Shivansh, are you having a good day?
Good evening, everyone. I hope I'm visible, audible to everyone. Yeah. So straight away, as my title suggests, that's also my first question. Are you guys having a good day so far? For Sharanya, it's quite regular. I don't think she has ever had a good day since the last 3-4 years. So that's different. And sorry for my weird voice. It's not health related. This is my voice. It's just weird. Puberty only hit me half the way it said, okay, now this is the ugliest version of this guy. I will stop my job now, and just went away. Now my voice is not good for singing, speaking, or basically anything. And that is why I'm more of a texter person. I like to text a lot compared to stay on call. But God had another trick up his sleeve. He made sure that the people I meet are not big time texters. So either I don't have to talk, so either I don't have anyone to talk to, or I just have to call them and they are quite obviously irritated by my own voice. Now, I didn't know at first that my voice was so bad. I thought it sounded well because apparently the brain perceives you in that way that you think you sound like, I'm not going to say Arjit Singh because that would be overrating myself. So Tanishq Bagchi, if you guys know him. Huh? Oh, by the way, you're the accountant, right? Yeah. During my speech,
you'll just be writing straight all the time. I have more hours in my speech than the words that I speak. So I record a song, a very romantic song, not to send to anyone. This was before coming to the college, so that none of you get any wrong ideas. This was way before college, some 9th or 10th class. I record a song. And then I listen it myself. Yeah, so my mobile broke. I actually threw my mobile in anger. Then, so had puberty just affected my voice in a bad way and affected me in a literally anything else better, that would have been good. My height didn't increase much. And even now, my mustache doesn't grow. But my beard grows really fast. This is, I shaved yesterday. And it's already grown this much. 3 days later, I'm looking like a version of Wolverine. And that's not good for you when you're in your final year. And you can be called for an interview pretty much any day. So I have to regularly keep shaving. Now, I'll be having one of my roommates here. So turns out we don't have any mirror in our rooms. So I have to first go to the washroom, shave by approximation, then go back into the room, check that tiny mirror if I am shaving good, then go back. And the lights are also not working right now. Nikhilesh, keep making notes. We need to fix all those things before you move in. Lights are not working. Doors key are not with us. And yeah, the wardrobe is also not working. So just like my life, anything in my room is also not working right now. Then everything happens for a reason, is what I've been told right from the start. That everything that happens for a reason. I thought, yeah, fair enough. One bad thing happened. I'll get to know the reason at some later time. Same cycle repeats. After some 11th and 12th bad thing that happened to me, I started thinking, am I the lab rat for God? Things happen to me for a reason so that my friends can take lesson and not do the same stuff that I did. Turns out, yeah, that is the case. God just halfway creating my script, he just said, you know what? Let's make it a sitcom. He's the lead guy, but it's not Friends, How I Met Your Mother, or Brooklyn Nine-Nine for that reason. It's gonna be the sitcom that airs some 3 episodes, bombs so hard that the company that actually produces it goes bankrupt and has to shut down. And that is what my life became. But somehow struggling everything ended up in Amrita. First year gone, second year gone. At the end of second year, my CGPA was, some 6 point something. And I had one backlog. I said to myself, this is not going good. And I'm from EC. So improvement ka scope is not there. It is not there. But I thought to myself, what's the best that I can do? I go to 5th, 6th semester, somehow just turns out my third year was my best year so far in BTech, which is a rarity for most of the people. But for me, it wasn't. Luckily, my CGPA is right now at that position where I can apply for every job, pretty much every job, because I had a backlog. So sometimes they don't let us apply. I applied to a job and I cannot take the company's name because of their rules. It was an internship opportunity. Online assessment, we had some 20 aptitude question and 5 coding questions. 20 aptitude question, I knew that I have given everything correct answer. 5 coding questions, because I am from EC, I just left it. And I actually went to their HR team and I'm like, you know what, what's the cooling off period? When can I next apply for this company? Because I like the company, but I know that I have messed up my online assessment. They're like, after 6 months, you can. I'm like, okay. Then at that time, House of the Dragon's new episode dropped. I was sitting in the hall below, waiting for the result. Obviously preparing myself to be rejected again. And turns out I was selected. But here's the catch. I still don't know coding because I was busy watching that episode. I go to the technical interview, and the person who was taking my interview quite early on figured out that this guy is bluffing whatever he has wrote on his resume, whatever he is telling me. So some after 5 minutes later, he became a mentor to me. He's like, this resume, this point, you should erase and don't write it. It will help you in future. And yeah, it didn't help me in future. I have been rejected for some 3 more technical interviews. So if anyone has a good referral or a good company in mind, please tell me. That will be all from my side. Back to the TMoD Toastmaster Arpita.
So, all right. So, moving back now, you guys have thought about your fictional characters or not yet? Yes or no, right? So, have you, in your childhood, when you used to watch all these fictional characters or like read about fictional characters, didn't you think that, you could be that person? Like, did you try to imitate all those? No? Yes, yes. So, there was this one part of my childhood. Okay. Have you ever guys heard about these headlines on the news? Yeah. Right now? Papa? Still more? Is it proper now? Yeah. So have you guys, again, I'll reiterate it. So now I just told you guys to just think about your fictional characters and have you guys try to imitate about it? I mean, imitate them or something. Right. So since I was a really great comic person and I used to just read on comics. And how many of you guys are a huge fan of Marvel comics and Spider-Man especially? And can anyone just tell me what is the basic, how does a Spider-Man just evolve or like just get creative? He gets bit by a spider, right? And the same thing was my own inspiration too. So what happened is there was this one day when I was just playing in my garden and I was just 6 years old. And what to tell to that 6 years old who never thought of what would a venomous spider look like? I just went near the spider and think that if it bites me, let me become a spider woman. Yeah, let's go. But thank God my grandfather was there and he just picked the spider out before it bit me. And he made me sit and just, traumatize me about what will happen in the future if I get bitten by that venomous spider. And yeah, that did leave me an impression about spiders, me getting scared of spiders. But also it didn't leave me to not read the comics about Spider-Man, and still Spider-Man is my favorite superhero since now. Now, let's move on to the table topic session conducted by Toastmaster Aryan, who says he still lives in a delusion that Hermione will fall in love.
Okay, Hermione will fall in love with me, obviously. To all the guys that are off there, please keep your eyes off her. It's too late. She's already mine. Okay. Hello, everyone. I am Toastmaster Aryan. I will be conducting the table topic section. Now, I know all of you look like very dead. You look. You guys are bored, and that's fine. Right. Some meetings will be the most interesting meetings that you will be, and some meetings. What's the time? Oh, it's 6:30. Oh, can I go now? Can I go? But the point is of this table topic section is that I will randomly be calling people from the audience, or you can volunteer, and I'll ask you a question. That question hopefully won't be hard, and you're supposed to talk bullshit for 2 hours, right? The goal is to speak how much ever bullshit you can talk. And don't worry if you forget something, or don't worry if you can't say anything, or you just stay here and you say 2 words and you forget what to say, right? None of us are good. All of us are barely making by, just above average speakers. So you don't have to worry that we'll judge you. None of us are TEDx speakers, and it'll take a lot of time for us to get there, right? So I want all of you to at least volunteer, come here, and let's see how good you can bullshit. Okay. So today's session, I will ask you a question. We'll have a timer who will be raising the green card, yellow card, and red card. Green card at 1 minute, yellow at 1:30, and red at 2 minutes. There's a 30-second buffer before the table topics. So once I give you the question, you can just stand here and think about your answer for 30 seconds. And after that, you can start yapping. Okay? Everyone understood? Okay. You don't have to do thumbs up, but that's fine. Okay, so now who wants to be my first victim? Sorry, volunteer. Come on, anyone, just come. It won't be hard. Raise your hand, it's okay. I won't bite, hopefully. One volunteer. Let's see one volunteer. One. No one? Achha, I guess you guys are okay. Come on, straight. If you could host a dinner with 3 of your most favorite fictional characters, who would you choose? Okay, you got the question?
I have 30 seconds, right? Yeah. Okay. Fine. I'm just waiting for the 30 seconds to get over. Oh, I can start. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, so very good evening to everyone. I'm very glad that I finally, got to make it here because I've been trying to attend a meeting for so long. But yeah, so I'm here because I like to bullshit a lot and yap a lot. So when you think about fiction, okay, for me, the first thing that comes to my mind is a fairy tale wedding, right? I mean, who doesn't like a fairy tale wedding? I love to be a part of a fairy tale wedding where I could, be like the main character and give this beautiful vibes to be a princess or a fierce warrior or anything like that. So if I were to host a dinner, I would probably call Cinderella. I would probably call Snow White and Little Mermaid, right? I mean, these three gorgeous women, I don't know how, but they managed to find the Prince Charming. They managed to find, a guy with basically a green flag. You could say that, right? I mean, who doesn't want a green flag in their lives? But obviously, somehow we tend to attract the red flags too. But let's not talk about it. We should stick to the green flags. And I would probably ask them, what did you do to get a green flag? Yeah. So yeah, a dinner with the most gorgeous, with a queen, with the beautiful woman, and ask them probably some tips as to how you be so kind, to be so charming, to be so like basically down to earth. right? These fiction characters, as you say, they inspired us from our childhood. We used to watch them. We used to sit and watch them. See, it's just like it's a safe space, right? We want to be part of it, and we cherish them. So I would probably have like a small talk with them as to how they are what they are. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Benita, for the topic. And great job on that. Thank you for volunteering as well. Hopefully, we'll see more people volunteering. I'm looking at all of you people who are looking at me right now. Okay. So if I were to talk about who would be in my dinner, obviously, Hermione. Okay. Again, we are having a date, guys. So please give us some privacy. Then Luna Lovegood. You guys know who that is? Yeah, her also. And if you guys want to know who the third is, I'm sorry, guys, it's a secret. I can't tell you so much. I don't like to show and tell. Okay, next question. Any volunteers? Don't worry, it won't be hard. The goal is just to speak for 2 minutes, come on the stage and remove the mental block that you can't speak or you'll stutter. Okay? Anyone? Yes, come. Let's give a huge round of applause. If you could switch places with any character of any movie, any show, anything for one day, who would you choose? Okay, if you could switch places with any character from any movie, any show, anything for one day, who would you choose? That's it. And what would you do? Okay.
Hello everyone, my name is Aditya Kundu. The topic given to me, as you all know, if I were to switch with any frictional character, who would it be? So I don't know how many one of you know about One Piece, but it's an anime. I would like to switch to a character whose name is Chopper. He's practically he's not a person. He's a reindeer who is converted into a person. So he's like a very cute little pet to the main characters. And why would I choose this anime? This is because the thing is, they all do adventures. They all go to new places and they probably travel most of the time in the seas. So if I could just swap in for a day, I'll choose them. And what would I like to do? I'd like to play with them, spend some time with them, and especially because, to be honest, all of the people in the shows are idiots. They don't have brains, so I think it's better to keep your friend circle like that in which you can enjoy in. Uh, and otherwise also, I think it's nice to be in the sea because we all have been in the land in the most place. So yeah, that's all I got to say.
Okay, thank you for coming. I'm glad you used the full stage, and that takes a lot of time for most people to do. So don't worry, guys. When you come on the stage, we won't judge you. We won't laugh or we won't say anything, no matter how good you say or no matter how bad you say. The goal is that whatever you say, we will hear it and we will appreciate it. Okay? Next, who is my next volunteer? Oh, come on the stage. Louder, louder, louder. Yeah. What is your name?
Rohan.
Okay. So now, if you could choose one fictional object for your everyday tool, what would you choose? This can be anything from superhero movies to shows that you have watched. One fictional object that is there in that thing. If you could use it for your daily use, what would you use? And just one thing, Don't swear. Yeah, just a context, in one of the induction meetings, he swore and it was front of teachers, so it just as a fun thing. But perfect.
I would repeat. Thanks. Can I start? Okay, so good evening, everyone. I'm Rohan, and my topic was to talk about an object from a fictional tale that I would like to control for a day. So my answer would obviously be the worm spice from Dune, because it was like it was the most valuable it was the most valuable commodity in the Dune universe. It literally allowed for people to use interstellar travel. It allowed the entire commerce of the universe ran around it. So well, why would I want it as an object? Mm, let's see, I'm a bit of a maniac. I want to control the universe, even if for a day. I want to see the world burn. The first thing I do if I got control of it, I cut off everyone's access to it. I want to see anarchy. I want to see suffering. Well, I'd completely cut it off. Okay, I'm a bit of an economist. I'd let people buy it, but at a very exorbitant rate. Well, what else? Using using the Dune spice, Paul Atreides in Dune, he took over the entire universe. His one threat to send nukes over the spice fields of Arrakis allowed for him to conquer the entire universe with 61 billion people dead in his culling games. Well, I want to be him, honestly. Okay, I'm done.
I think he would be the less ideal Lisan Al Gaib, but great answer for that. Next, who is next? Who is next? Come. Huge round of applause, guys. Someone's volunteering. Yes, yes. What is your name?
Aritra.
Okay. Who is your favorite villain and why?
So hey everyone, I am Aritra. So the topic given to me is who is my favorite villain. So the thing is, uh, I never really prepared for this topic. So before this, all the topics were who are the people you'd like to exchange your lives with, something like that. So I'll say Hitler. This is not this is not something which I'll choose to say, but it's because of the influence I got from reading a lot of World War fiction. Uh, because of him, it's not for the reason that he killed a lot of people, but it's the fact that because of him, we have so many books today. World War fiction, for example. I'm going to name a few which you might have never heard. For example, A Separate Peace, All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. How many of you have heard of that book? You have? Okay, cool. Um, and A Book Thief, for that matter. That was the first book which I read. And that really made me like the main characters, the protagonists. But at the end of the book, I felt like maybe it was because of the antagonist that we even have that book. So that one aspect of that made me like Hitler. But other than that, I don't really like villains. I'm a good person. So that's pretty much it.
Um, okay, just to reiterate, we have 3 golden rules at the starting of the meeting. Okay, the third golden rule is we do not talk about sex, politics, and religion, or we do so in a nice manner. That's completely fine. You're a guest, that's cool. And I am also Aryan, so I don't know what to continue on that. But who is next? Next volunteer. Okay, wow, many volunteers. You come. Clap, 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 louder, louder. Yeah. What is your name?
Chirayu. Hello, I'm Chirayu.
If you could write fan fiction about your favorite character, what would you write? You're laughing too much at this. I think you have experience. Okay. Just if you could write fan fiction about your favorite character, what would you write?
Okay, so my one of my favorite, or if not my favorite characters, is Aang from Avatar. I don't know if you guys are aware, it's a Nickelodeon show. So in this show, it covers his journey as he becomes the Avatar, which was disappeared for 100 years or so, and the cartoon basically covered the part where he learns how to become the Avatar, he becomes the next Avatar, etc., etc. Basically, the leader who was supposed to guide the world towards peace, right? So what I would write a fan fiction about would be the story that goes after that part. They didn't emphasize or they didn't talk a lot about what happens after he becomes the leader or what he does after to continue that world peace. Suppose, like at the end of the show, he achieves his goal and he is able to unify all the people. But how does he maintain that unity? What does he do that helps the people? What more changes does he bring to the world? I wanted to know more about that. So, in my personal opinion, I would write a fan fiction which would talk about the walks of his life after he became the world leader and about his tales with his friends, which were very complex and very interesting characters themselves. And yeah, I would like to see them interact more. So, that would be it. Thank you.
Next, can we have one person from that group? Any one of you? One of you guys come, it's fine. One of you. Otherwise, I'll pick. Same thing only. Acha, you in the middle. Come. Don't worry, don't worry. We won't give hard questions. Louder, louder, louder. Ah. What is your name?
Shita.
Dikshita. You have been given a magical pen that brings anything you write to life. Anything you write or draw will come to life. What is the first thing you create, or what is the first few things you do with it? Yeah, for anyone, for the world, for yourself, anything. Understood?
Hello, everyone. I'm not that good public speaker, but I'd like to try. So yeah, if I get a magical pen, I'd definitely write something for myself and for the society. So for myself, I am a patriotic person. So maybe one day I'd want to serve in the Indian Army. I'd definitely work on it. But yeah, maybe if I can become one Indian Army, like a personal and all, I'd definitely love to. I'd write it for myself, and maybe I'd write something for stricter laws for the people, like women in India. Um, yeah, as you can see, there are a lot of cases these days which I'm not allowed to speak right now, I think. So yeah, maybe for safety reasons and all. Um, or maybe better grades for myself, which I can definitely use. Like, I'll work on it, but yeah, thank you.
Thank you for giving it a shot. Okay, two more questions. Who wants to volunteer? Growing up, what was your favorite fictional character or cartoon and why?
My name is Shashank. Growing up, my favorite character was Spider-Man. Uh, I used to watch animated TV series like The Ultimate Spider-Man and Spectacular Spider-Man. I would really want to be him one day. Like I know it's impossible, but when I was a kid, I used to think, I used to imagine myself as Spider-Man, which is not possible. But uh, he's a really cool guy. Like even if he's a genius, he could uh, capitalize on that, most definitely. But he didn't. He always worked for the people. He was never selfish. Spider-Man was, let's see. Even though he got beat up, he never gave up, actually. He would always pick himself up again and he would fight. Even though a lot of, there was a journalist, I think some of you know J. Jonah Jameson, right? He used to write a lot of crap about Spider-Man, but he didn't care. He always cared about helping others. He never gave up. Uh, Even if he got bad grades, he continued being Spider-Man. And even if his life was miserable, um, he did his role.
That's it. Last question. Who wants to come? Yeah. No, you. What is your name?
Jitesh.
You know about Harry Potter's invisible blanket? That whenever you wear it, you're invisible. So what good or naughty things would you do in the world? Like good or bad? What would you do in the world?
So, hi everyone. So, myself Jitesh. So, my topic is if I got an invisible cloth, what would I like to do with it or something? So, if I got an invisible cloth, So first thing I would do is to mm, so just sneak out into my parents' room and just see what they're like thinking about me all the time. Like, yeah, I'm really making in something out of my life. I would like just to be a joker. So I just want to know um, how the my parents feeling about me, and so thank you. I can't make.
That's a wrap for the table topic section. I'm glad for anyone who came on the stage voluntarily. I'm sorry for anyone I dragged on the stage, but I hope it was fun. The goal was to come on the stage and speak about whatever you can. And again, I have been told I'm not allowed to use the word bullshit. Okay, I apologize for that. As again, we are a formal club and that's what we like to portray ourselves as. Right? So now back to the TMoD Toastmaster Arpita.
Now, before we move on to the evaluation segment, timer, do we have 5 minutes time for a break? All right, let's call it a break, guys. All right, can we get back to the seats? Okay, so now moving on to the next session, we have the evaluator segment where the evaluators again are gonna come and tell the good and bad aspects of the meeting. So to handle all this, I would like to hand back the mic towards Toastmaster Nikhilesh, the gentle evaluator for today.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone, once again. Thank you. All right. Towards serious business, the important and the dreadful part of the meeting, the evaluation segment. Anyway, yeah. So let's start with it. And to begin the evaluation segment, I'd like to call the speech evaluator of our one and only speaker for today, Toastmaster Shivansh. He is not here. So anyway, Toastmaster Sharanya for Toastmaster Shivansh's evaluation.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Okay, that is loud. Shivansh, so the guy who just came here, is a very interesting character. If you know him, he's a lot more interesting and has a lot more comedy in his life than he told in this humorous speech that he had. From starting, how his voice is like this, and it's weird, and it's because of puberty. That was very funny. Next, we had him comparing himself to almost Arjit Singh, but he didn't. That was also funny. Then he gave us a whole lot of info on his mustache, which was TMI, and we didn't ask for it. But still, that was a big humorous part of his speech. Then he called himself a lab rat. And I think we all have been. So, lab rat is basically someone who you think you were being experimented on. And I think we all feel like that sometimes, that the whole world is against us and someone is trying to do something bad to us. So, lab rat. I think we've all been in that position. I want to tell that his hand gestures throughout the speech was immaculate. You could see his hands didn't stop even once. He was segmenting the speech very well and using his hands excellently. Now, I would also like to take these good parts to make his speech a little more better. And he's not here, but he'll watch the recording later. He mentioned his life is a sitcom. And the title of his speech was, "How was your day?" So his speech title did not really connect with what his speech was. So I'll give him an alternative title, Shivansh, an interesting sitcom story. Isn't that a lot much better? Better, right? Okay. Next, Shivansh is actually someone who has a placement interview next, but there'll be a lot of times where we have something important going on next, or we'll be in a nervous situation. But then we cannot let that come into our speech. So he was constantly shaking his leg and did not use the stage much, which he usually does. So that is one thing that he could take care of, and try to relax, take a deep breath, use the stage a little more. Next, his entire speech was not very well structured. It went on, I did this, then, the keyword then was used too much. So there was not a proper flow in the speech, and that was kind of awkward to listen to. So next time you're giving a speech, make it, he could have made it as if he's talking about his entire day or his entire life, and then moved on smoothly, transitioning from one situation to another. Then, when he gave us a whole lot of detail about his new room and how it does not have a mirror, he could have used that situation as a challenge and said, okay, what is that one important object that we really need in a room? And made the audience guess that. That would be an audience interaction element that he could have included, and would have added a little more flavor to his speech and included the audience interaction aspect that was a little absent. But overall, I would like to say I had a well enough of a giggle, and he definitely cleared his objectives of delivering a humorous speech. So very congratulations to Shivansh for finishing his L3P3 and finishing his level 3. Back to the general evaluator.
All right. Anyway, Toastmaster Shivansh isn't here, but nevertheless, please do watch the recording. And any suggestion which your speech evaluator missed out on or overlooked is the fact that we don't recommend starting speeches on so unless and until you are intentionally putting a so. Okay, I'm not going to look on the look into the camera. This for everyone. If you're giving a speech, until and unless you're intentionally putting a so, if the so has some meaning or something to it, don't start your speech with the so. And the other thing is, when you're on the stage, please do not start your speech or start talking by asking this question: am I audible or am I visible? That is not required. In case you aren't audible, the audience will let you know. In case you aren't visible properly, the audience will again let you know. So that is something you have to inculcate in your speeches. Make sure that you don't do that. And coming to the speech evaluator, Toastmaster Sharanya. All right, you mentioned the project, the objective of the project, and you mentioned the time limits, but then you forgot to mention the pathway, I believe. All right, sorry then, I might have missed out on that. Yeah, okay, all right then. And I agree with all of your all the points of your evaluation seem perfect. Yeah, apart from the fact that you overlooked the first two things, but then yes, sometimes that happens. That's all right. And moving on to the tag report, I'll be starting with the grammarian, Toastmaster Uttam. Please come onto the stage and give your grammarian report.
So, okay, I'm not supposed to start it with so. That is a part of my report as well. Whenever you start a speech, you're not supposed to use the helping verbs or any other conjunctions. I would like to start with, oh boy, I have a lot of grammatical errors, pronunciation errors, and a lot to speak about. But I'm not going to point at it. I'm going to give a general review. Let me start with some good usages. I like the usage given by Toastmaster Shivansh, a trick up his sleeve, perceive, referral. Then we have comedic gestures. Gesturing itself can be a good usage when used at the right context. And then we have the words like butcher, gorgeous, cherish. And many of you have continuously utilized the word like, so as, etc., because, and this keeps on like, I myself am doing that. For the first time, it is fine. If you are trying to correct that mistake, you can try to engage yourself in that conversation more and more so that you are able to remove that error from your pronunciation, or you can say communication. Then we have a lot of you have made a mistakes in tenses. That is a part of human. To err is human. So basically, everyone may do mistakes, but the way to correct them is the right way in which we can rectify a mistake and we can help others rectify them as well. So basically, most of you have not used the word and the idiom. I kindly request you guys to make a note of it. And whenever a person is using it, give a thumbs up. I'm trying to remind you guys of the rules. Whenever you see a word and an idiom, as long as you use it, you will be remembering that word or the idiom, and you will be able to use it at any time, any point of time. And I would like to say right now, I feel like a person who's telling a cock and bull story. So with that, I would like to give, thank you.
All right. Congratulations, Toastmaster Uttam, on your first role. You've done a wonderful job. A big round of applause for him. All right. Your grammarian report, you covered everything you wanted. You conveyed whatever you wanted to say. Just a few suggestions. All right. So you have your word of the day and idiom of the day. You clearly told people the word is ardent and the idiom of the day is cock and bull story. But there is this thing, meaning is not enough. Explaining the word or the idiom is not enough. You have to come up on the stage, you have to give an example so that, because see, these are two words which people are trying to inculcate on the spot. They're trying to, stick it somewhere in their scripts, trying to, just bring it out. So you have to make sure that you give an example so that they're much more clear on how to use it and where to use it. So that is something you have to work on. Not work on, this is a suggestion. Make sure you follow that next time. Apart from that, you've done a wonderful job. And also, you mentioned the fact that people said a so and so word these many times, like the word so or like and all of that. Well, you don't have to worry about all those. That is not your job description. We have a separate R counter for it, unless and until you've taken the role of R counter plus grammarian. You can put it in your report. Otherwise, not required. That will be covered by the R counter. So yeah, good job. And these are a few suggestions. You'll eventually work on them and you'll perfect them. And talking about our counter, next up we have our counter Toastmaster Geeta to give her our counters report.
So this will be actually so embarrassing for me to judge Toastmaster Shivansh because you guys just saw how good he was at speeches, and you also saw me giving my weird intro an hour ago. But this is my job to do so. Toastmaster Shivansh had 3 hours, and his favorite word was end, which he used 7 times. And coming to guest speakers, Binita's favorite word is which was 6 times. Aditya's favorite word was so, which is actually negligible, and he used 7 hours. It's fine actually. Rohan's Coming to Rohan, there were 4 hours in his speech, and his favorite word is literally, which he used 3 times. And coming to Arudra, there were 7 hours, and her favorite word was so, which he used 5 times. And coming to Chirayu, there were no hours, and his favorite word is basically, which he used 3 times, but his overall speech was so good. And coming to Dikshita, there were 3 hours, and her favorite word is maybe, which is negligible too, because it was just 4 times. And coming to Sashank, it was his favorite word is just there's nothing else. He didn't use any filler words. And coming to Jitesh, there were 4 hours and 4 shows, which is negligible too. So that's it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Toastmaster Geeta. That was a wonderful Accountas report. And again, congratulations on your first role. You've done a wonderful job. So big round of applause for her. Yeah, all right. A few things you have to just make sure. This is for you, Geeta. See, right. So when you come up on the stage, of course, when people are on the stage, they're gonna fumble, they're gonna use fillers, pauses, crutches, so and all, and so on and so forth. The thing is, we have to just tell them, see, this word you've used it, you use it quite often. This is something pronounced more frequently. You don't have to give the exact count because it becomes after a certain point it becomes embarrassing for the person who you're pointing out. Let's say I've given a speech today and an accountant comes on the stage and says Nikhilesh, you've used 11 hours, 4 ms, 3 so's and all that. Okay, that will make you feel miserable. And no, the whole idea is to make sure that next time the person comes on the stage, they try not to use those words instead of that is the main motive. But sometimes or quite more than no, most often what happens is we end up discouraging them. But yeah, that's fine. Just make sure that you don't give the exact count when the word is used more than 5 times. You can just say you used this particular word a bit too many times. You can work on that. And also, when you're giving the report, you can give suggestions like these are the ways in which you can reduce your CRPFs and all of that. So that is something you can do and extend. No, I won't say extend your report, but give people an idea on how it is to be done and what is to be done. But apart from that, a wonderful job. And next up, we have our timer, Toastmaster Aryan.
Right. So good evening, everyone. I'm Aryan. I'm your timer for today. With the report, I'll announce the times first and then give a few minor suggestions, which some of you or all of you might or might not have already heard. So starting with our L3P3 speaker, Shivansh, 7 minutes and 22 seconds. Coming to our table topic speakers, Benita, you did 1 minute 58 seconds. Aditya did 1 minute 39 seconds. Rohan did 1 minute 32 seconds. Arutya did 1 minute 24 seconds. Shirayu did 1 minute 31 seconds. Dikshita, flat out 1 minute. Shashank, 1 minute 49 seconds. And Jitesh, 1 minute and 9 seconds. And our speech evaluator, Sharanya, did 3 minutes and 35 seconds. So a small tip which I have given to myself over the few speeches I've done in this club and out of this club. Quality is more important than the amount of content you speak. So if you are worried about, when I'm flashing cards, I'm sure some of you might have some nervousness built up in you or gradually building up throughout your speech. One advice I'll give for that is don't bother too much about the time, because what you are cautious of, it'll take place in your mind instead of the content. So you might forget some of what you have to say. Take some pauses, even if you speak a little less in the time given to you, which is 2 minutes. But if it is quality content, then your own speech will end up being a better speech overall. So that's just one tip I would like to give. You might or might not have heard of it. So yeah, that's from my personal experience. Thank you so much. Great speeches, by the way.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aryan. That was a wonderful timers report. You also gave us suggestions on how to make sure we use the stage wisely. So thank you and congratulations on a role well done. First role, of course, many more to come. So a round of applause, please. All right, now to the general. Okay, no, wait, TTM is left. I think TTM, okay, first of all, for the first time across my Toastmasters journey, I've been in Toastmaster for around 2 years. And I believe this is the first time every speaker who has come up on the stage, everyone was a non-Toastmaster. Is that correct? Yeah, everyone was a guest. So I am awestruck by the way all of you have volunteered to come up on the stage and present yourself. Of course, there's fear, there's tremors and all of that, but you guys overcame all of that, and then you came up on the stage and gave a wonderful set of table topic. Of course, Talking about table topic, the table topic master, very good questions. People enjoyed it. First year, second years, it was something, one way to relive our childhood, talk about our favorite characters and all of that. But then, use of some words, of course, it's been reiterated every now and then. Not every now, it's reiterated every time. Yet, it's understandable that being a part of an engineering college and all of that, college, the language we use can't be enforced, and no, we can't restrain ourselves, but sometimes it happens. But as an excom member, as an experienced toastmaster, we have to make sure that that doesn't happen. Yeah, and that's pretty much about it. And the next thing is one last thing. And next time you come up on the stage as a TTM or take any role, instead of bringing a note, instead of bringing your phone, you can bring in your, you can take your notebook outside. Because see, if you guys have observed in class, one dude, one girl, they start drinking water. The entire batch, 60, 45, 60 students, they all want to drink water, right? Similarly, someone comes up on the stage, they scroll phone, it becomes highly involuntarily, and you don't even know, but then 2 minutes later you end up using your phone. And that's something we should try to avoid. So try to bring a notebook. Of course, that doesn't work with notebook. Someone picks up notebook, other people don't. So you can bring a notebook onto the stage, or you can bring a piece of paper, but try to avoid bringing a phone until and unless it is necessary. That was the table topic session. And next up, general flow of the meeting. The meeting started at 4:30, if I'm not wrong. But then, okay. It is supposed to start at 4 o'clock, right? Yes. Start at 4:30. Nice. Let's go. Hope that I'm still visible. Yeah, and then the presiding officer, of course, someone who is reiterated every time that handshake is mandatory, somehow messed up with the when it came to shaking hands with the TMoD for the first time. No, you didn't. So, but then yeah, it's all right. Happens again. Sometimes things go haywire here and there. That's all right. Coming to the TMoD Toastmaster Arpita, wonderful session, wonderful theme. I enjoyed it. People definitely seem to have enjoyed it. And just a few suggestions, if I may. Voice modulation. Okay, I won't use the word modulation. Try not to be monotonous on the stage. When you're onto the stage, bring different variations in your voice, pitch, and all of that. And your interaction with the audience was very limited to 1 or 2 questions in the beginning, and they were rather feeble, if I may. Try to bring in more energy from the audience, try to extract energy from the audience through those questions, because in a Toastmaster meeting, unless you're giving that L4 difficult audience project, there's hardly any time where we interact with the audience. So TMoD session is one where you interact with the audience. So try to ask people questions, go on, give the mic to them, be more energetic, because what you are reflects to the whole atmosphere of the meeting. And yeah, that's about it. Apart from that, wonderful. I loved it. And okay, 2 things I missed out. Okay, only one. Timer, next time you come on to the stage to introduce your role, right? Bring the timer cards, show to the people, okay, this is the green card. I'll be showing this at 1 minute for a table topic, 1.5 minute, a yellow card, and then so on and so forth. Yeah, apart from that, wonderful meeting. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. And with that, back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Arpita.
Well, now we're coming to an end of the session. I just made you guys to just reminisce or just remind of your favorite characters, and let it be any of the characters. Now I was really very curious about how do these people, or how do these authors just come with this smallest role possible, or just they pick up on the smallest thing possible and just form a surrounding, or like form an environment around them, and make you just lose, or like make you just come out of that reality of world and just get into that whole boundary. So like you get into that whole world. How do they do that? So there's always a survey done throughout the whole authors who were the famous authors. Basically, you could have asked how many of you know Isayama Miyazaki, if I'm right? Izuyama Miyazaki. Wait. I think I'm mixing two up. There is Izuyama. I think he is the author of Attack on Titans. Yeah, right. And there's Hayao Miyazaki, who is also a Ghibli author. I mean, publisher, if you have heard about him. So there was a very much survey done in Japan, basically about thinking about how these people just came up with a huge plot twist and also with a simple storyline. That is, a person is given a power, and what will he even do with it? So they just told that they form around a question called "What if I had this power?" and they put themselves into it, and then they told how will they tackle it with a huge new world around them. This is how it's done basically with a lot of people around. That is, there are a lot of creators. There's not even one fiction or something is one person's work, right? There's always different perspectives which is involved, and it's republicized again. So right now, again, let's just jump back to our fictional characters. So for me, it was always, we were always, I mean, I was jumping around with other characters since childhood, and I was, until I start reading this again, a Spider-Man book, which was this introduction to Miles Morales, right? When the Spider-Verse just came, I mean, I was amused with their animation, like the Sony Pictures animation, and also, yeah, the storyline. What made it different? Or if you see, all of your fictional characters are basically someone that are the protagonists or someone who've fought their way out. Correct? Things weren't as proper they were. I mean, they had powers, but they didn't know how to use it. Or they had powers, they had their own difficulties to come over it. And I think even for us, it's the same. We do have difficulties and we wish for, oh my God, I could have this one power and I could just, you know, put it down. Or like, if I could have this one power and then I could have done this. But then we are giving our best and we will continue to give our best by just reflecting and what are your values into it, and how do you adore these fascinating fictional characters by adding on values if you share the same values as them. So putting an end to this whole theme, I would love to call upon the president for.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arpita. Right, so here we are after weird 1.5 hour, but then okay. Guys, is the voting link out? I'll only share it. Wait. Aryan, can you please share the voting link in all the groups? Okay. Now, what a voting link is for the first timers, a link will be sent to you, which will be a Google form, wherein you can vote on which person you felt was the best today, whoever came and spoke onto the stage, okay, in different categories. You'll understand once you open the form. But by the time everyone is voting, can I again have a raise of hands who all are coming here for the first time? Right. Okay. So by the time you all vote, let's have a quick round of introductions. Okay. Or I'll just come to your spots. You can introduce yourself and you can say how you felt about today's meeting, starting from here.
Hello everyone, I'm Rohini. I'm from CSE department. Today's meeting was so good, like it was interactive.
Hello everyone, I'm Deekshita. I'm from CSEB. Today's meeting was very nice. It was a good chance for me to go speak. I know I wasn't great, but I'll try to improve. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Snehita from CSEB. I like this meeting a lot. I look forward into getting into Toastmasters. Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm Binita. I'm second year AI. I really enjoyed today's meeting overall, and yeah, glad to be here. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Neha from AID. I'm so nervous to get into here, but I really enjoyed this meeting.
Thank you so much for coming.
I'm Mithun. I'm from CSCI. Yeah, I was willing to come and speak about it, but I was nervous.
Speak whatever you want.
Yes, the session was good. I'm willing to attend few more sessions.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm Akshay Kumar. I'm from AID department. I learned how to speak out and I have stage fear actually. I learned how to speak out. It's really enjoyed.
You all started with stage fear and now.
I'm Jeevita from AIE. It was, to be honest, it was a little bit boring, but it was the first time, so I enjoyed it.
Hello everyone, I'm Rishi. Unfortunately, I couldn't go on the stage, couldn't get the enough courage, but next time I'll try harder and yeah, I'll do it.
Hi everyone, my name is Jitesh. So the meeting was so interesting and informative. I just want to thank you Toastmasters. So you helped me to break my comfort zone.
Hello everyone, I'm Chirayu, and this was my first meeting in Toastmasters, and I had a slight nervousness when I was going up to the stage, and I had a bit of an odd topic. So it was a fun experience for me to think about something on the spot and talk about it for a bit. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Janya, and I was I didn't expect time to pass this quickly. I had a lot of fun. It was really informative.
Hello, I'm Rohan from AIE. Had quite fun. Y'all are going to be seeing a whole lot of me from now.
That's great.
Hello, I'm Arutra, second year ECE. Uh, that topic was really weird. That's not what I expected. I expected something in the lines of somewhere protagonists, heroes, or somebody you like to exchange your life with, something. But villains was something that did not strike me, so that was good. Yeah, it kind of pushed me out of my comfort zone. I'm used to MUNs, not this kind of thing. I'm usually prepared with big speeches and then research and stuff. So yeah, it was kind of new. Yeah.
Okay, before moving further, has everyone received the voting link? Just check in the WhatsApp groups. If anyone has not received the voting link, you can contact Aryan right here.
Hello everyone, my name is Shashank. I'm from AIE. This meeting was fun and interactive, and I would like to thank the Toastmasters for their tips and guidance.
Hello everyone, my name is Siddharth. I'm from CSEB. Two main words I would use to describe this meeting: eye-opening and enlightening.
Thank you so much, everyone. And now that we have had a quick round of introductions, yeah. Okay, moving further, has everyone voted? Raise of hands. Who all have voted? Okay, others are voting. Okay, by the time others are voting, is there anyone here in the audience who wants to just come up onto the stage, talk about anything that they witnessed this week? They learned something new, or they want to share about their experience about X, Y, Z, whatever. Anyone in the audience? Come on, guys. This is your golden opportunity to speak onto the stage. Oh, no one learned anything new. You guys just started your first year, no? How is it going? AI people raise of hands? You guys, it's easy. CSE people raise of hands? Second easiest, right? No. Yeah, AI and CSE are easy branches. Yeah, you'll get to know. You won't have end semester examinations. CSE guys will have end semester examinations. Yeah, it's very easy. I have written projects. I know many. It's fine. It's see, majority of your work is done by ChatGPT, so who cares? I mean, it's the truth. You try solving one electronics or mechanical question online. You get me the answer of that question through whatever site you want to use. Then we'll see. I study electronics and computer science both. Okay. Wow. Who all have triple E this sem? Raise of hands. No one has triple E. CSE people have triple E. Who's teaching you triple E? Huh? Some ma'am. Yeah, that's the spirit. Some ma'am is teaching them. Just be. Is the recording off? Oh. But it's fine. Be careful of triple E department teachers. Okay. This is a senior to junior. Who's teaching you? Hey, she's good. Sirisha. Oh, you are the lucky bunch. Okay. Hey, Sirisha ma'am is EC teacher, no? Huh? No. Sirisha ma'am is an amazing teacher. She's definitely an amazing teacher. Okay, anyone, last call. Anyone wants to come onto the stage and say something? Otherwise, I'll keep on blabbering something. That's the spirit. Oh. Shabash.
Hello, everyone. To introduce myself, my name is Sanvi. To all the people who were not there last meeting, who don't know my yapping about Jian, hi. Okay. So basically, our classes have started, and the traveling is kicking in. Okay. I am feeling sleepy throughout the class now. We had the FIH. FIH? Yeah, FIH? Yeah. No, I just wanted to know if the short form is correct, if it's FHI or something. Yeah. So basically, we had FIH class, and the teacher who came in was talking in a tone. It was like she's singing. I was already sleepy. I'm sitting in the first bench. My eyes are closing. My jaw is dropping. My hands are trying to support my face, but it's not happening. And the teacher is literally singing. It's like she's singing a lullaby and she wants me to sleep. So I'm like, oh my God, I can't. So then somehow I took a coffee after this one, and I was having some energy to sit. So yeah, that's there. And now I'm scared if I'll be able to travel 50 kilometers every day or not. So yeah, that's kicking in. Then, okay, today's topic was really interesting. I mean, also one suggestion, if there are like a lot of people, you should increase the number of questions for table topics. Okay. So yeah, a very interesting topic. So instead of like just talking about my week,